So, with the water as the teacher, we do know that what are the different kinds of natural water that appear naturally beyond the different kinds of filtration systems that we have. We have rainwater. What's some other kinds? Spring water. Mo? Drinking water, like tap water. So, but I guess that would be like a more domesticated, man-made.
Ocean water.
Ocean water.
Dew.
The water
River
in
water.
Our bodies.
Our bodies, right? But actual like forms of water,
Pond water.
like straight.
Pond water.
Pond, right? Okay, pond, right?
the water in fruits and vegetables?
Well, we're just talking like straight up water.
Okay.
So there's water in like the rain water, dew water. So all these waters, they're different. It's water, and it all looks the same. Just like tap water, it looks pretty clear, but there's something more to it. So what's up with this, the natural cycle of water? Water that comes down in a cloud, touches the earth, goes into the earth through an actual filtration system. The earth is a filter system. And it goes into these veins, these reservoirs, into these pockets. And then it goes through this filtration system, and then it comes back up at different points on the earth. So sometimes it comes up as a spring. Sometimes it comes up as a well, which actually would fit into that, a natural body, because a spring and a well are very different. Sometimes it comes up as, so we have springs, we have wells, and then we have also, so what we do is we mimic these with our inventions. Like distilled water is very similar to rainwater. Because rainwater is gravity fed, it's coming down to the earth, and it's actually looking to mate with the earth. It's atmospheric, it's got the male energy coming from the sun to the earth, looking to mate with the mother. And at the surface of the earth, where the water meets the earth, life is formed. All the water-based life forms that are all the different notes of the instrument of the Mother Earth. From trees to all the animals, to all the plants, all the everything that you can think of, every water-based life form. They're all just different notes, different octaves of the note that the Mother Earth is constantly playing all the time. And our job, as individuals and collectively, is to learn how to play in harmony. Learn how to tune our instrument in. Some of us are out of tune. Some of us are out of tune. Sometimes, when you're honking a wrong note, you got to learn to laugh at it. So what happens when water comes down from the clouds, touches the earth, seeps down in, hits these veins, and then it works its way back up, or it stays down there in a reservoir? And what's actually happening? It's actually immature. When it comes down as rain from a cloud, looking to mate, it's premature, or it's immature. Because it's still in that infancy state of looking to mate. So just stick with this. We're going to come back to this. But let's just go on this little path here. So it's immature, what we're going to call immature at this point. Then it hits the earth, and it starts to mature at that point. That's the next step of maturity. Because it's starting to, it's found its contact, it's found what it's looking for, but it's still immature. Then it goes into the ground. And this process is a continual maturation process. And ultimately we'll see where it's looking to go. It finds these pockets, seeps down in with pressure, gravitational pressure, and it's looking to get deep down into the earth. And there's different points in the earth depending on where it falls, that will determine if it can go deep or how deep it can go. So there's different kinds of springs. And depending on where this water goes initially will determine what kind of a spring we have. Has anybody ever heard of a seepage spring? Yeah. A seepage spring occurs when the water touches the earth and it goes down in and it finds like some bedrock or finds some kind of a surface that it can't penetrate through. So say, for instance, we've got a mountain here, and the water hits the mountain, and it goes down the mountain, and it hits a big piece of bedrock that it can't penetrate through. So it starts to, by gravity, go down this rock, this bed. And where it surfaces at that point along the earth is called a seepage spring, because it's just seeping down. A true spring is fed by the levitational energies of the earth. So what happens here is the water hits the earth, goes through this filtration system, hits a vein, and then it starts to go through its maturation process at that next stage. So it's going through this vein, and here we are back at the mountain on the flip side of that bedrock, deep down inside at this mountain here. And what this is doing, this water is trying to work its way to the higher elevation points. And what its goal is, to the height of its absolute maturity that it has an awareness of, is trying to get to the highest elevation point through that maturation process to get to the surface of the earth at the highest point, or the top of the mountain, also known as the nipple or the breast. The breast being the mountain, and at the top of the breast being the nipple. And if you ever see a true spring, it's exactly what it looks like.